Slack it. Shalom, shalom, Israel. My bad on that cut. But basically, what happens is that when you're trying to do stuff through the Spirit, it can be hard, but at the same time, it's like you just have to really let the Lord guide you. And honestly, the thing about me is that I've been slowly but surely growing to be able to do that. And what I mean by that is how, in general, I've had an easier time just accepting stuff. Okay, and when I say accepting stuff, I mean like I like to overthink things. I think like, okay, so I want to be as rational as I can. I want to do the right thing, the best thing. What can I do to optimize my time? What is the most important things to get done first? What do I need to forego? What do I need to, do? That's basically how I've always, lived for a good chunk of my adult life, and even now I still do that. But the fact of the matter, the thing that I'm starting to kind of see now is just like, okay, this might not seem optimal, or this might not seem even logical, but I have to just kind of let go, and then just do it regardless. Now, what I mean by that is, in general, what happens is that there are certain instances, I guess I'll say, where I feel like, okay, well, I want to do this, I need to do that, and whatnot. Oops. I'm going to do this, I need to do that, and whatever. And as a result of that, it's just like, okay, I want to do this, but is this the right move? And then, through the Spirit and power of YAHAWAH, like, I always feel like I got a sign, and I feel like, what is the Lord telling me? Okay, like, is the Lord telling me to do the other one? And then, lo and behold, I do the other one because I feel like, okay, well, maybe this is the right move. Like, you hopefully you understand like what I mean. It's not a matter of like, you're thinking about it, you're doing all this critical thinking, you're thinking, oh, what's all the different possibilities, X, Y, and Z, and whatever. And rather than just doing that, you just kind of go with the flow sometimes. I don't know, I guess it's different for everybody, but you just kind of go with the flow. And then as a result of that, you end up making a decision, I'll say that, which it might not have been the decision that you wanted to make, but it ended up working better to your benefit. All right, that's basically what I have been experiencing. Okay, and on top of that, it's a matter of, as the scriptures say, trust in the Lord and lean not onto thine own understanding. All right, which again, continuing on again, as I was saying, I forgot what I was saying, by the way, but basically the thing is, you might not think. Alright, so say for example, I'll just take an actual practical example. Say for example, you want to pay or purchase a product that's quickly to be sold out. You have saved up your money to buy a car. Let's just say you want to buy a car. Okay, there was this one car you see it, you like, you say, "Oh, like, this is really good. It's perfect for you." And you're thinking like, "Okay, well, I have everything ready. I'm going to do this. I'm not going to mess things up or whatever." All right, and then as a result of that, when you went to to go and do it, and rather than successfully getting the car, what happens is something happens where the people say, actually, you can't do it. Either they sabotage you or something, literally something happens. Like whatever could happen. Like, the Lord works in mysterious ways. Okay, something happens where you're just not able to do it. All right, you're not able to get the car, and as a result of that, he's like, okay, well, damn, that was the perfect car for my budget. Now I can't get a car anymore. And then lo and behold, the Lord guides you somewhere else where you get an even better car for that exact same price, and then everything works out even better than what you were initially thinking they would. All right, so that's an example of basically of letting the Lord don't lean on your own understanding and letting the Lord guide you. Let the Lord put you on the right path of, okay, now this works, everything is good. You don't have to worry about X, Y, and Z and whatnot. All right, that is a perfect example of that's a perfect example of things working out better than what you initially expected or what you thought. All right, this is the things that you have to pay attention to, where it's like sometimes when things don't work out, okay, speaking to myself first and foremost, sometimes when things don't work out, you don't need to feel pressed. You don't need to feel like why did the Lord just let this bad thing happen to me? All right, why did the Lord let this bad thing happen to me when in actuality it was for the best? It worked out in the end that you didn't get the car that you thought you wanted, but the Lord gave you something that you actually needed or was even better. All right, and that's lucky. That's a very powerful message that it's kind of like, and Slocky, that applies to literally everything. Like say for example, oh, you're getting with a woman, all right. You might say, oh, I like this woman. I want this woman to be my wife and all this stuff like that. When in actuality, oh, she's a harlot. Oh, she was doing this. She was doing that. Or she's gonna betray you or X, Y, and Z. Well, that's why the scriptures also say. I forgot how it's quoted, but basically says, love not a woman for her beauty. All right. Basically, don't just be thinking with your dick. Oh shit! Don't just be thinking with your dick. Think practically. Like, is that woman that you think that you love, is she going to stick by you, or is she just a gold digger? Is she just only with you because this is just a temporary thing? It's just a temporary phase. It's just a phase. It's just a thing I want right now. But then I'm just gonna leave you when things get tough, or worse. All right. These are the things that you need to kind of examine yourself and pay attention to. Are you seeking someone for the right reasons? Because we all want someone, be it a man or woman, all right, to be loyal to us, but sometimes that's not always going to be the case. And you have to examine a person not by their appearance but by their character, all right? And oftentimes Jake doesn't do that. All Jake sees, that woman has a fat ass, I want that. Or this woman has this, or this woman has that, and whatnot. All right. So it's like you are seeking after the wrong things rather than what is actually valuable. All right. So yeah, that's basically I praise. Listen, was edifying. I want to give all honor, glory, and praises unto Yahawah, YAHAWASHI, YAHAWASHI, double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone of Bodwell and Shalom.